Hello, my name is Sal Alfano. I'm the editorial director of Remodeling Magazine. And by now, you've probably seen the January 2011 issue. It's been completely redesigned. So why does a perfectly good magazine redesign itself? Well, it's really for the same reason that a homeowner undertakes a remodel. You want something new, you want something up to date, something more modern. Let's take a look at some of the changes that we've made in remodeling, starting where you start every month, on the cover. The first big change is the new logo. It's distinctive, it's elegant, and it's in step with the times. And it ties in with this new icon, which we've started using in the magazine to direct attention to more information that's available online. Here it is, for example, next to my editorial, in a section devoted to current online features. But this symbol will also start appearing in other places as well, sometimes with the logo and sometimes on its own. Regardless of where you see it, you'll know at a glance where you are and what the source of the information is. Let's look back at the editorial page again. Yes, that's me. We finally updated the photo. My hair's a lot grayer than it was when I started here 10 years ago, but at least I haven't lost any of it. But moving back to the other side of the page, next to the editorial is the online table of contents. So why do we need an online table of contents? Well, there's two kinds of information here. One is current things that are happening on the website, like slideshows or surveys or videos that have just been posted. On the bottom half is a rotating list of stuff that's available all year long. You know, features like the Big 50 and the Remodeling Design Awards and the Cost versus Value Report appear just once a year in a single issue. But the fact is they live on the site all year long. So what we want to do in the online table of contents is make everybody aware of what is available on the site, and we'll rotate that information out monthly so you'll know what's current. Another big change we've made is by adding columnists to our opinion section in the front of the magazine. The one-page per columnist format has evolved into a new layout that allows us to present 5 or 6 different commentators each issue. Our 3 long-term columnists are still writing for us, but we'll be adding a rotation of guest columnists each month. So you'll get a wider variety of opinion and an expanded perspective on the important issues affecting the industry and your business. So I'm sure everybody's heard the expression, it's nothing personal, it's just business. Well, when it comes to remodeling, we think exactly the opposite is true. It's never just about business, it's always personal. So in our core departments, we've preserved that idea. We actually organized the departments differently last year, but they worked so well that we decided to keep them this year and to keep it personal. We cover sales, marketing, and customer service in a department called Your Clients. Another core department is not just about personnel management, it's about your team. We cover design, estimating, scheduling, and other production-related issues in a department called Your Projects. And for company owners, it's never just about business, it's about your business. You find all 4 of these core departments up front and center in the new table of contents. So more than any other segment of the construction industry, remodeling is a local business. National issues are important, but what remodelers really want to know is what's happening in my town, what's happening in the neighborhoods that I work in. Now the news has moved really from print to online into our newsletters because it's much more timely there. So what we've done in the magazine is create an opening department called Dashboard. This is a collection of quick hits on timely topics, plus data, poll results, product highlights, and stories from our sister publications and from all over the web. It's also a place where we can zero in on some of the amazing demographic forecasting data being produced by our new Residential Remodeling Index, or RRI. You can read about it in the Top 100 Markets feature in the January issue. Dashboard opens fast, and it gets the magazine off to a solid start. Product knowledge is critical for remodeling business, and these days there's so much new stuff coming into the market it's hard to keep up. We're keeping our regular product pages, but we're also finding new ways to present products wherever it makes sense. One place that makes sense is our before and after feature. This is a project feature that used to run in every issue. We'd gotten away from it lately, but we're bringing it back because our readers tell us that they really like to get design ideas from looking at completed projects. And they're curious about what other companies are building and how they're building it. So we're taking winning projects from each year's Remodeling Design Awards and featuring them in our redesigned before and after. We're moving away from long narratives and instead breaking the story of these projects into small, visually oriented sections so you can quickly zero in on the stuff that interests you. We're using larger images and more illustrations to emphasize a problem-solution approach to design. Remodelers like technical information. They want to know what went on behind the scenes, how things were put together. There are lots of ways to tell that story when it comes to technical issues, but we think there ought to be something similar for the business side. What we envisioned was a business how-to, but we never really seen one, so we invented it. You can get lots of business advice in magazines, but it's often too general and it's glossed over the details. We're going to change that by showing you step by step how to accomplish basic business essentials. This isn't just for beginners either. We'll cover topics like the basics of building an annual budget and how to grow a referral network, but we'll also explain exactly what it takes to host a marketing event in a client's home. These features will include checklists of what exactly needs to be done, as well as comments from remodelers who've done it before and know what works and what doesn't. The business how-to is a regular feature in every issue. I've never seen anything like it. So not everything has changed. Our product pages are still there, the home performance section, and we still close the magazine with good form. But we think everything looks better, and we think the information is a lot easier to get at. We really like the redesign, and we think you will too. I hope you'll let us know.